I'm going to read a little bit from the book. This is toward the beginning of the story, and kind of a recounting of how this poem took shape. Started with me having a nosebleed, getting up and not being able to sleep, so I started writing, and 2 weeks later I had a whole bunch of poetry about something I was going through. You like nosebleeds? I'm just messing. I wake in the middle of the night, wondering what song from my past tomorrow will sing. My right hand searches my face to find blood dripping from my nose. They say that happens when you dream too hard. I go to the bathroom, wet a towel, wash my face, head back, apply pressure, count to 30. I've been here before. I know what this is. I haven't been praying about guilt, about time, about love, about things that are too heavy to carry around, about people and places I miss. I go to the kitchen, heat up some tea, roll up a joint, sit down at the table to spill, but about what, I still don't know. I made up my mind last week that I'm through writing poems about those I love but cannot change. Which means this poem could be about me, my search for me, my search for God. Or maybe this poem is about my fascination with searching. But what this poem is not and cannot be about is you. I take another hit on what turned out to be a perfectly rolled pinner. Move toward the music box to throw on something comfortable, funky, but familiar. I settle on UGK Riding Dirty, track number 13. The music agrees with my mood. It calms my nerves because I believe guitars cry so we don't have to. They search places that hands can't reach. They save souls, so I suppose they preach sermons that connect love to life. For what is life without love? On tracks like these, I believe guitars cry so pimps don't have to. What better place to hide emotion than between those strings? Beneath the jewels and masks they wear and hearts they swear are cold, I believe guitars suit the wounded. So I've been learning to play, just in case. My Saturday nights become her Sunday mornings, and she decides our weekends need to be cut to make room for new growth. For the past 4 years, I've been chasing my pen, blocked out, left to question my right hand. But a wise man advised me, if you are truly poet of legend, inspiration shall find you in love's grave. I stood beside a tree today, 50,000 loose leaves my shade on this, the hottest day of summer, her birthday. The older she gets, the more elementary my dreams must seem. But these poems are the sandboxes I play in, the bars I swing on, the sugar I pitch fits for in public. On her B-day, I wear a tie because it's professional. But these confessionals are still the Buster Browns I kick rocks in. A man who skips as the boys do because mortgages don't inspire me. Only Walmart would hire me. The rest said my resume was dead, but I contest that it's alive with songs and rhymes and books and time invested in perfecting the craft of a dead society. But eventually Walmart too would fire me because I had to be somewhere else when they needed me. And I'll take her hand and place it to my head because there's nothing more ill than sleeping through an appointment with destiny. I hit that snooze button twice before, but this time I refuse to ignore the alarm. I jig to the beat of a kick and snare, the boom of which doubt cannot contain. So on paper I rain, moist with aspiration. And on August 7th, I stand in the shade out of her sun, dodging dehydration. Thou shalt not form any other gods before me. Check. Thou shalt not make for yourself a carved image. Check. Thou shalt not take the name of your Lord God in vain. Check. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day as a holy day. Check. Thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother. Check. Thou shalt not steal. Check. Thou shalt not covet. Check. Thou shalt not murder. Check. Thou shalt not commit adultery. It was a Wednesday when I confessed. Told her I had placed diamonds in the scarlet letter. Placed it on a chain around my neck that hung down on my belt. Told her I had bitten forbidden fruit, licked its juices from my lips. Unprotected. Our marriage bed was no longer sanctified or safe. She wept. Long, hard, and loud. Until she couldn't stand. I caught her with sincere but awkward consolation, held her till morning. With Thursday came despise, disgust, and a lengthy conversation regarding residence, visitation, separation, divorce. I revisit these memories with caution. The months between separation and divorce, autumn, anything but living, Halloween. We both knew things would never be the same, but our bodies hung from a bungee. On our weakest days, the right words would pull us back. I craved her more in the aftermath. Broken glass on kitchen floors, our feet bare and bloody, we danced in the pain of old dreams and fear of new nightmares. I owned her this way. She ruled me and others, tossing and turning, but never brave enough to sleep. I would always visit after our daughter, her daughter, would sleep, vanish before alarms rang. Reduced to a thief in my own home, trespasser, arsonist, barely escaping that burning bed, we indulged way past justification. The setbacks were our secret. She laid quiet with her eyes open, counting. Ignorant, I laid with my eyes closed, thinking this was reconciliation, blind to the difference between a resurrection and a haunting. All I knew was that she still answered when I called. We all right?
Yeah. Yes.
All these eyes looking at me while I confess is hard. But it's real. And that's what I appreciate about the poets that we have lined up today. Honest poetry does something for me.
Yeah.
It heals me. It keeps me going. So I thank y'all and appreciate y'all allowing me to share with y'all today. I was gonna do another poem from the book, but I feel it's only right. I have a poem that I wrote for the greatest spoken word artist that ever lived. He passed recently, and his name is Gil Scott-Heron.
Yes, sir.
So I want to send this out to Gil. I wonder if everyone moves back a row on the train when a king gets his ticket punched. Or if it rained as hard in New York as it did in Georgia the night Gil died. Some things can be researched, other things are beyond our understanding. For a fact, he was born on April 1st, 1949. That can be proven. But who knows if poets are born or if poets are discovered? If they are born, then I imagine Gil coming out of Bobby's womb, eyes wide open, mouth shut, observing before he wrote, writing before he spoke, and before the doctor could spank him, whispering, "I'm new here. Who are you?" If indeed poets are born, Is it safe to assume that he knew words could heal the crazy, love the lonely, melt the ice before he knew 1 + 1 = 2? If he was born a poet, did he die a baby like Benjamin Button? Or did he die a king like Malcolm X? Both were brave, complex, intelligent, black, and proud to be thorns in the devil's side. Mythical masters of militant monologue, giants. I write. A mere apple seed and Gil's Goliath palm, we all write. A mountain of apple seeds, a testament to the power of words and the dedication of a scribe. Name one poet that came after him that he didn't influence, and I'll show you a poet that should be stripped of his title, quarantined, and booed off the Apollo stage. I have no patience for teachers who were never students. Those who teach our young that America is where the love is, because they themselves never learned that home is where the hatred is, the anger is, the pain is, the fix is, the bottle is, the needle is, the virus is, the king is finally free.
Nice.
I do have books for sale. The last poem on the last day. I have a few copies with me. If you don't get a chance to get it tonight, you can order from any bookstore, online, or here in town. And the Twig Bookshop, which is a great local bookseller, also has it in stock. I appreciate y'all for having me out. Thank you.